I hope everyone is doing okay. As we near this year's end of 2023, a lot of us need to really have some soul searching to do. And as I often mention it, a lot of us have this 2023 season has been a year of a lot of traumatic events in our lives. Yeah, and most of us have come to an understanding that the events that's happened, as Paul put it, is for furtherance of the gospel. So when we take that in mind of what we're going through and what we've have overcome, we got to understand it is for the gospel. Philippians 1 and 12, matter of fact, it says, "But I would ye should understand, brethren, that the things which happen unto me have fallen out rather unto the furtherance of the gospel, so that my bonds in Christ are manifest in all the palace and all other places. And many of the brethren in the Lord waxing confident by my bonds are much more bold. I should have. What is that? Hold on, y'all. I'm reading it. The waxing confident that I don't know why we are much more bold to speak the word without fear. Now, a lot of things I go through, I don't talk about. A lot of things I go through, I give example, and I want everyone to know why, even this year, later in the year, if you see something happen to me, I told people, don't pray for me. Why? Because I got an understanding of who God is. I've been in enough battles, trials, and tribulation that whenever God is taking me through something, it's for something. But because many of you have been sitting in places where your leader is void of understanding, void of a relationship with God, void of the understanding, power, and authority of God, many things that y'all have been through, you try to get back. You want to clap back. You want to get even because you don't understand it had to happen to you. So when he goes in and Philip said that my bonds in Christ are made manifest in the palace, I have to tell you. So when you see the confidence of me understanding why I'm going through it, when it begins to happen to you, you much more bold to speak the gospel. You ain't around him crying and depressed, can't eat, trying to get even, trying to manipulate. You got to know it's pain in your obedience. So we're going to be in 2 Samuel today to continue the message on yesterday. Because a lot of you don't understand why you had to go through what you're going through. And what you're doing, you done made other people enemies that you trying to make other people pay. You trying to make other people wish Let me slow it up. I hear you. I'm going too fast. Because let's start this over. Because you don't understand what you're going through. Many of you are trying to make people pay for what you say they put you through. Some of you, because you don't know what you're going through, you trying to make sure that the other person missing what they leaving. That's why I said, yes, y'all got to forget about what's going on. And then some of you so vindictive of the persons that have left you. Are we talking about people today? Okay, I got to make sure because I don't want. See, I hear a lot of things, and a lot of times I have my message together, but so I don't want nobody to think I'm preaching. I'm preaching against them over my message or about them in my message. And if I use somebody in my message, you'll hear me say, my friend went through this, and then I talk about your situation, not necessarily put it out there, but let people know you going through the same thing somebody else, and this how you got to handle it. So a lot of you don't know how to handle what you're going through. And you trying to make the other people the point of your reference, whether you could get back at them, clap back at them, good evening, whether you got to be mad, whether you got to call them stupid because they didn't left. See, we got to understand something. When that Bible tells us all things work together for the good of the Lord and the call for his purpose, you got to realize something. If you ain't the call, you won't know what's going on anyway. 2 Samuel chapter 1, it said, now it came to pass after the death of Saul, when David was returned from the slaughter of the Amalekites, and David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. Now, y'all might want to go write it down. Listen here. If y'all sitting at home doing nothing, when I say go read something I'm teaching on sometime, go do it. Y'all go check out this second Samuel. But I want you to go back to the first part because I'm gonna get into this. But you got to know why David was fighting the Amalekites. See, God had told Saul, who first encountered them, God had told Saul, kill them all. Saul didn't kill them all. Saul kept things that was of value in his eyes, and he kept some for slaves, I remember the story correctly. He didn't kill them all like God said. So here you got David fighting a battle that never should have been a battle had Saul did what God told you to do. Now, how does that go to the pain of disobedience? A lot of y'all fighting battles that you shouldn't be fighting because you don't understand what you're going through. God told you don't do such and such. You did it anyway. See, say David had abode 2 days in Ziklag. What you got to understand, Ziklag wasn't just a place. Ziklag, if you go study the etymology of the word of Ziklag, Ziklag in Hebrew, it talks about means to press someone into giving up something. Putting pressure on someone so that the person gives up certain information. What a lot of y'all going through, you don't understand you're going through. God is trying to put the pressure on you if y'all been following me and hear me, to get the you out of you. He wants you to give up. He want to get the information up that you know about yourself, to get the information that you didn't know about yourself. But you can't get the information of what you didn't know about yourself because you worried about the information that's in front of you. What's that information? My wife left me. My husband left me. I ain't got no job. I ain't got no money. God ain't blessing me. I got abused. Everybody looking at the information of what they're going through because you got that information to seek the information. How does that make me better? You will never know because you don't want to be pressed. You want God to return everything that caused you to be stressed. Everybody don't have the same relationship with God. I understand that. I tell you that often. But I know one thing, me and my relationship patterns me to who I need to be in a relationship with. I ain't got time with nobody who have degrees and paper and no power. I ain't got time for people who want to be in a crowd but ain't got no gift. I ain't got time for people who don't want to support but want to benefit from everything you do. You got to press. David had a bowl 2 days in that glass. That means in 2 days, some of y'all got to do something to get over something, to give out something that you don't even understand why you're going to do it. See, everything you do, it ain't got to make sense, but it got to be God. Everything you do, it ain't got to make sense, but it got to be God. Well, that don't make no sense. Yes, it does. The Bible says, who knows the mind of God? They instruct him. Then it goes on to tell us that the carnal minds and the enemy together. See, when you look at when God tell you to do something, and you look around of how it gonna affect you if you do what God tell you to do, you ain't ready for God because it don't make sense, but it gotta be God. You ever had God to tell you to give you your last and rent was due the next day? It didn't make sense, but it had to be God. You ever had God tell you to let somebody stay in your house free of charge and you needed the money? It didn't make sense, but it had to be God. God is trying to separate you from you, but he can't do it because the you of who you are is strongly connected to what you see in the world. Verse 2, it came even to pass on the third day that behold, a man came out of the camp from Saul with his clothes rent and earth upon his head. And so it was when he came to David that he fell to the earth and did obscenence. So, in other words, he was dirty. He was dirty. It's a shame that obscenence means to show or express great respect to someone. Now, it's a shame that here David sitting, returning from a battle, and he seen this man coming where Saul was fighting at. And the man was dirty and he respect him. He gave respect to David. A lot of y'all can't respect people because you always think you better than them. You ain't on my level. You can't do this. You can't do that. See, God, if you read this Bible, God never pit a person above another. God always pit, what's this? Equality. That's why he said, ain't no respect of a person. So the minute you tell somebody that you ain't on my level, guess what? You ain't got God in you. You never hear me tell people I'm better than them. You never hear me tell people they on my level. But what do I say? You think you better than me? Yeah, I do. You know why? Because you can't be me. So when I say, yeah, I do, what I'm saying is because there's only one me, I'm the only competition that I compete. I got to compete. Today's me got to compete with tomorrow's me. So I'm just trying to make myself better day by day. So how can I put myself up against you and say I'm better than you when I don't even know what level you got on? See, when you really in this thing with the heart of God, see, that's why you don't see me around here and talking about no chief apostle. I'm the lead servant. Lead this. Listen here. You don't know who God can use it. Ooh, that's a good one. That's why I'm getting. You don't know who God. I was down now at Apostle Jacket Church. Y'all didn't see this when the lights went out. I don't even know if I told some of y'all. When we turned the camera out. If y'all ever seen that daughter she got, Jada, the camera was out. I was sitting down and Jackie's sister was speaking. And I had to be looking at my phone or something. But when I looked up, Jada had came there, knowing oil on her hand, and now Jackie was speaking, still kind of speaking. And I looked up. I said, Jada finna pray for me. Boy, I went to smiling, and Jackie having to see her. She said, what she said, she said, I got to pray for Dietrich. God told me I got to pray for Dietrich. She said, come on, get up. I'm talking about, I forgot how old Jada is now, 15, 16, I don't know what she is. That dumb girl anointed my hands and put that oil on my head, and boy, that girl grabbed them hands. And, you need to take a step back. And I kind of didn't hear. She said, oh, take a step back. I said, oh, I stepped back. And then she went to speaking over my life. I've been in this for 20 some years. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Do you know how I knew that was God? I never had a person prophesy me in over 20 years. Never. I know why. I know why. Because God got me covered. And what most people don't know, what I be trying to tell y'all, when she came up to prophesy, she said the key word, so my spirit was open then, and she didn't even know that. That's why I praise to have a relationship with God, and y'all won't have people around here talking to you. Then when Jada got through, Jackie's sister came in and went to prophesy. Then when she got through, Jackie came over and prophesied. Why I'm trying to say, why is that important? Some of y'all think you better just because you hear God better than somebody else. That's why you don't hear God now, because you think you better than somebody else. And I said that too. I said, this is what I'm talking about. Moving by the Spirit. Watch, she didn't have on no Catholic clothes. She didn't have on them all that fancy stuff, y'all. She didn't have on. All she had on was the Spirit of God. So now, because y'all got a little 4 or 5 years of God in you, and the people you around don't know God, some of y'all think y'all better than them. Yeah, yes you do. Some of you get a little wisdom. Now all of a sudden you know everything what's going on. And some of you researching and trying to find things in areas that it ain't time for you. And what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You gonna F around and find out. Stay in your lane. If God wants you to learn something else, he'll tell you. See, you can't learn God brand new, and then you won't you unless you get skipped in school. We'll use this definition. Unless you get skipped in school, you can't come to the second grade, but you wanna take a college course. Stay in the second grade. If God's skipping you, I understand it. But if he ain't skipping you, won't you just stay in the second grade? Just stay on over there. Learn your ABCs all. Learn your arithmetic. Don't come over here with this calculus. See, that's why the word said I want to give you meat, but you still on the milk. Verse 3. And David said unto him, from whence comest thou? And he said unto him, out of the camp of Israel I am escaped. And David said unto him, how went the matter? I pray thee, tell me. And he answered, that the people are fled from the battle, and many of the people are also fallen and dead. And Saul and Jonathan, his son, are dead also. See, God wanted to know, where you coming? Huh? Where you coming from? You say you in God, but every time we look around, you coming from the world. Where you coming from? See, y'all in the camp of salvation, but guess what? You talking the language of the world. You wanna preach God 2 days and swing on a pole for 4. The problem is you never got rid of the world. That's why it's so easy for you to go back. That's why it's so hard for you to change. That's why it's so easy for you to accept anything that give you a position or point of power. I'm just I've been looking at this TikTok mess lately. I'm looking at all these people who in the fall class of going over. You know, he want this ski week. And I'm looking at the young ladies, and they got to have their head down and hair covered up. They got the glasses, and they got to and they got to sing these chants, and then you got the women walking in front of them with the Greek words, and they holding hands, and they lead them to their death because they dumb as hell. I love my pecan green. Delta didn't do it. Sigma couldn't make it because they want to be whatever they be saying. They got some nice chats. See, that's how. They got some nice chats. Ooh, yeah, they some fine, nice looking girl. But you're going to hell. So they put them on the stage, and one by one, they take the little hair off and take the glasses off, and they have to do this little pretty thing with their hands out, scratch and palm, all this and that, and they saying all they got to say, and okay, and you thanking God for allowing you to cross over into some AKA, and God's word said, there shall be no other gods before me. How are you bringing God into that hellacious mess? Oh, my brother just crossed over. He in KA side. They strolling with no panties on. Yeah, y'all like that, don't you? Huh? But I'm looking at them. All y'all got, all y'all got to do is go look at the video. It ain't nothing but a spirit of perversion because everything they're doing is sexual. It's giving homage to certain parts of their body. Then you got to look at their Greek gods. That why most of them? Watch this. Why most of them mascots are animal, and God just made us a little lower than an angel. But people want to play as this stuff. They want they want to be they mascot ain't Jesus. It's an animal. That Delta got that elephant over there, huh? What's the name? Them got them poodles over there. Huh? Watch this. There is there is. Let me see. Let me remind you. Over in Africa, every year, round about this year, they release a spirit of perversion. It's called a pretty girl spirit. That's an actual spirit. That's an actual demonic entity. And they release it because its job is to find men to pervert who they are in God. So when they ride here chatting and this and that, what they saying, we signing up for the assignment. We signing up for the assignment, man. I can't think of the name of the demon that's over it. Brother Hubbard know a lot. I just don't say too much. Huh? But you want to be a ski wheel. Y'all need to escape this mess. See, we did I tell y'all we in this no era? You can laugh at me and that nigga don't know what he talk about. He just jealous. He ain't in it. I don't care what he say. Guess what? And so in the days of Noah, so it would be in coming of the Son of Man. I ain't saying God coming quick, but Noah preached over 50 years. They laughed at him, but when that door closed, when the door closed, now y'all want to come in. No, you stay out there. I hope I hope that poodle come save y'all. Maybe y'all can ride. Maybe y'all can hook up with the deltas and let them. Y'all can ride on the elephant back. And then y'all can use them cute dogs. Y'all put them in front since they like to be nasty dogs. Tommy, y'all can put them in front and they leading the way because they eating and biting anything so the elephants can get by. Boy, you be tough. So David said, "What's going on? Pray me, tell me." The man said, "The people are fled from the battle. Many people are fallen and dead, and Saul and Jonathan are dead also." What does that mean, Hubbard? A lot of y'all running from your calling God because you don't understand the God in the battle. Y'all running. I don't care what Brother Hubbard said. I'm AKA till I die. Okay, then I don't care. That ain't my job. I ain't perfect. I do things that's not God-like. But at the end of the day, that ain't my business either. All I know, he said, everything I tell you that's wrong, he said, I want you to preach it right. Watch this. Y'all know how many people hate my preaching? Y'all know what Jackie's sister told me when she prophesied? She said, a lot of people don't get you. She said, I'm here to tell you. He said, God said, don't you dare water down who you are. She said, I know it's a little hard. People ain't gonna accept it. Don't water yourself down. Y'all know how I believe that word? What I told you a couple of days ago. My faith is non-negotiable. I didn't care if nobody liked how it was anyway. I wasn't gonna stop anyway. But every now and then, see this, I know God. Every now and then, I said, "Dog, God, that's a little too hard." Yeah. God go laughing at me. He ain't seen nothing yet, and y'all ain't. You know what? I'm trying to help you. If you hear me talk sometime, and I can tell you, as low down as I can be, that's as hard as I can be in the gospel. So if you think I'm out in the world, just wait till you hear some of the stuff I got to say. But see, y'all running from that. Because y'all want to follow him. Y'all want to call it. And many other people are falling in dead. So watch this. Some of y'all got people that follow you, but because you don't know who you are, you ain't confident in you are, you killing everybody else by association. Cause you on social media, praise the Lord, but you behind the scene telling Brother Hubbard to kiss your ass. I know about y'all. I know about you church folk. I keep my foot on your neck. You know the best thing about me? I say it all the time. If I die, I don't even know I'm going to heaven or hell, but I'm gonna preach this gospel. Wherever I go. But you gonna know you wrong. Y'all know what that means? I ain't even preaching to make it into heaven. I'm just preaching because I enjoy it now. Because this is my fun. Then he says, Saul and Jonathan, his sons, are dead also. See, some of you men and some of you women and some of you children, you killing the authority that God put in your life. See, watch this. We get this cane, you know, which one I want to use. What I want to use. What I want to use. Listen here. You get you one of them Rottweiler puppies. Oh, they don't look like much. But you got to take a little time with it. And then when it grow up, it'll be what you want to be. See, just because your woman don't hear God don't necessarily mean you throw it away. Just because your man don't hear God don't necessarily mean you throw him away. What you got to understand is because you don't know what God want to do in your life, you done toss stuff away you should have kept. What it is in living cover, but y'all didn't hear that from me. I ain't the one to gossip. Y'all didn't hear that from me. I'm going to throw that in there. So this person brought bad news to David. And for some of you, you keep bringing bad news to your own self. You killing your own ministry because you worried about the failures, the messed up relationships, the lack of money, the lack of understanding, the lack of life. How your spirit going when everything you putting in it is killing you? I ain't riding by looking at no houses. I ain't searching through those social media. And some of these heathens low down, they probably blow away. Listen here. It's pain in this. That's a sign of bitterness right there. You ain't happy. You ain't got the food, Brother Hubbard. Verse 5, and David said unto the young man that told him, how knowest that thou Saul and Jonathan his son be dead? And the young man that told him said, as I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and horsemen follow hard after him, And when he saw me and called unto me and answered, and I answered, here I am. See, everybody knows Saul kept trying to kill David, but Jonathan was David's best friend. So here this man that came by, told him this bad news, huh? And he gave him play-by-play of what happened. Listen here. Stop going play-by-play of every bad situation in your life. Stop going play-by-play of everything that left you and you want to gain it back. See, you can't move in the future for keep trying to remember your past. Yeah. So what, you got raped and he done stuck some penis in you. Come on now, we got to get over it. Now, I can't tell you when and how God get you over it, but you got to stop replaying the events in your head. Because see, every time you replay the event, guess what? You invite the spirit back in. And it become harder and harder. And so Saul seen this stranger. He seen him. What's this? And he said unto him, who art thou? And I answered him, I am an Amalekite. He said unto me again, stand, I pray thee upon me, and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. Now, y'all remember what I said earlier. And if you don't hear nothing else about this message, you better remember this. God told Saul to destroy the Amalekites off the earth. Here's Saul in a battle with the people who he should have destroyed. Now he asking the same people he should have destroyed to destroy him. What that mean? If you do not come to a point and get rid of that bitterness, that anger, that hatred, that pridefulness, that selfishness, that poverty, in this season, that's going to kill you. You going, like the old folks said, you going to wake up dead. Why is that important? Because God needs some soldiers, not no tenderfoots. Oh God, when you gonna bless me? Oh God, I ain't got no husband, I ain't got no wife, I ain't got no money. She done left me. Another nigga screwing her. Get over it. See, when you don't destroy what you need to destroy, you do know it destroys you. Keep on giving out them guac 5,000 to them white night stands. Keep on getting your back beat out. He gonna be beating your back out and cutting your throat next, that Glock. And he's sitting down there laughing while your blood up, but he still hitting you from the back. You ain't even alive. And he just killing it. You won't even feel it no more because he done cut your throat. Boy, you so crazy, I know it. Saul's supposed to have destroyed the Amalekites. And now he begging one to kill him. See, you got to understand. Y'all sit around here playing games. You playing petty. You going tit fat. And I'm trying to tell y'all about to straighten up and fly right. But watch this. Y'all know the best part. You know the best thing about Brother Hubbard? I won't be there to preach over your funeral. You know why? Because I told you the truth that led to your funeral. So a sign of me coming there, in God's eye, that means I failed. I didn't fail. So guess what God said? You better not go. I said, okay. Okay. Sound harsh, don't it? That's why I love my relationship with God. I got a family member dead now. Ask me, am I going? I don't care about a dead body. I'm going to go give some life. See, when everything around you dying, that should show you got to show the life in you, not the death in you. Verse 9 said, he said unto me again, stand, I pray thee, upon me and slay me, for anguish is come upon me, because my life is yet whole in me. So I stood upon him and slew him, because I was sure that he could not live after that he was fallen. And I took the crown that was upon his head and the bracelet that was on his arm, and have brought them hither unto my Lord. So, in other words, before Saul could commit suicide, he allowed somebody to kill him. He allowed it. A lot of y'all allowing people to kill your spirit because you worried about how they left you. You worried about how they treated you. You worried about how you gonna pay this. You better get your life back. Listen here. I was looking at this done in my phone today. I said, boy, I said, hey, I ain't got no family no more. Let me catch me one of these winter cruises. And I went to looking. Let me find somebody to afford. Guess what, Brother Hubbard? Well, guess where y'all see Brother Hubbard at? I might not do everything they do, but I'm gonna be eating. I'm gonna be on that ship, and I'm gonna go find that bingo again. See, y'all see, don't let a person take your life because they took your life. Y'all see that mess Dion did to Tracy? 11 whole years. 11 years. But now they mad at Nelly and Ashante with her sexy self. That's my woman, that boy. God, dog, boy, you. Ooh, boy, I always love me some Ashante. So watch this. They mad talking about Nelly spin the block to keep destroying Ashante. Huh? But this man held Tracy hostage for 11 years and ain't married yet. Listen here, women. It don't take a man long to know he wants you. See, and here y'all, some of y'all sharing all his quotes about how to treat a woman, this and that. This nigga can't marry her. A quote he said about a woman don't mean that to me. He came 11 years. He stood up in it for 11 years. And she wasn't worth his last name. She didn't get no NIL deal. Pilar still hurt Dion. Dion ain't gonna get married. If he do it, a shot. I ain't prophesying because Pilar hurt him when she got in that pocket. Don't let Dion fool y'all. He'll say he ain't about no money. Dion about money. Spirit of poverty over. See, you can't see a spirit of poverty when you got money. You really only see it when you ain't got money. Because it's a negative and a positive spirit of poverty. His look positive because he got money. But watch this. 11 years. 11 years. So what she left you after 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Don't let nobody take your life because they took your life. So I stood up. So he killed Saul. But watch this. I took the crown and the bracelet and brought them to you, my Lord. See, some say the man probably was lying because he was trying to date. But we ain't gonna dig in that part of today. Don't let people take the things of value just because they don't want you. See, when he took that crown, what's that mean? Don't let people change your mindset of how you need to treat people, how you need to look at life because they done left you after whatever years they left you. That bracelet on his arm. Don't become entrapped that you can't love nobody no more. See the thing about some of these heathenistic, bitter, unforgiving people, these the same ones that'll go on social media. Ah, well, I know my worth. I deserve to be loved. I need somebody to love me like this. And I listen here. That's because they shackled with a mindset that ain't God. The Bible said God looks at the heart. You know what they look for? They looking at for something they can see you do. If you know a person's heart, whatever they do will show they love you. But because y'all believe in the 5 love languages, you know, what I'm saying to y'all ain't no good because y'all just gonna believe what y'all gonna believe. But I'm preaching from a Bible that's been around for eons. That book ain't been around no more than 15 years. Huh? You can't teach nobody how to love, you fools. Love ain't something you teach or read on. Love is an action that stood on. And a lot of y'all didn't stand on business. That's why you're alone now. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior because you didn't do something the way they want to do it. Don't make nobody feel inferior because all of a sudden they got this man and this woman and they saying they looking like they happy. Please believe me, Brother Hubbard, prophet, they be at home thinking to themselves, talking to themselves, knowing they messed up, but too proud to say, forgive me. I know plenty and say nothing. Then David took hold of his clothes and rent them, and likewise all the men that were with him. And they mourned and wept and fasted until evening for Saul and for Jonathan his son and for the people of the Lord and for the house of Israel because they were fallen by the sword. See, it's okay to mourn when something happened to the person you love or the person you love leave. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that now. Because they fallen by the sword. What does a sword say? Division. Because they didn't understand what God had given them, they divided to what they want God to give them. Read your Bible. God never gave Eve to Adam. He caused Eve to walk near him, even though he created Eve from Adam. Ain't it something how God creates something that's meant for you and allow it to pass by you? Just you can see that's the one. But let me tell you how dumb people are. I'm making sense now. You ain't gonna like it, but it's sense. You mean to tell me a man or a woman can do 20,000 damn things right, but if they miss putting the T, if they miss dotting the I, you got to go. You ain't no what grandma used to say. You are educated fool. He done dotted that I 20,000 times. She done dotted that I 30,000 times. She missed that I one time. I'm out of here. You an educated fool. In a season where women killing men. Listen here. I was on the TikTok the other day. This girl met the man on this date now. They talked for about a week. She invited him over. She cooked him dinner. He screwed her. And when he got through screwing her, guess what he did? He killed her. The first date. Y'all around here changing men and women like underwear, and you don't know that first taste of that penis might be your last. All penis ain't good penis, just like all cooch ain't good cooch. We in a season where all women want. That done TikTok and something else. The girl said, I don't want no man. I don't want to be in no relationship. I just want to be a side piece. She said, no accountability. The men on there, I don't want no relationship. How much that thing hitting for? Those the lucky ones. Some of these, at least you knew what she had. Listen here, I had to keep up with all this. I got to go find an interview and see it all the way. That done Ari that done in that money bag, yo. She found out money bag, yo, cheated on her. She left money bag, yo, money bag, bag, bag. But what she said to Carisha made so much sense, even though it didn't make sense. Watch what I just said. It ain't got to make sense, but it might be God. It's got to be God, is what I said. She said, I was at home, I had to think about it. I said, yeah, he cheated on me. And she said, but what I had to realize, I can stay with it and hope he don't no more. Or I still be going through different men that cheat and I still be in the same position. She said, I'd rather stay with what I got because I know what I got. I said, dang, she got a little sense with that fine self. You know? Y'all would go lose someone you'd have had for 10. I seen somebody just getting divorced and they've been married over 40 years. But then I read this, I can't think of the lady name. Her and her husband been married for 22 years and has never stayed in the same house. And the story was they finally moving in together after 22 years. You mean to tell me two niggas done stayed apart for over 22 years and stayed married? Now they finna move in the house together. I think she said something they because of the job they had. This ain't no dating climbing. You like rolling dice when you go out there. High not seven because either the woman gotta ooh, thank you, ho. I gotta remember that. I got caught up like that one time. Seen this little fine girl, I wanted to hit it. She told me come on over. I'm over there and took my clothes off. You know, I'm finna, get on up in it. This nigga knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm scared. Cause I ain't I'm looking at the tail. Usually I'm very cautious. So usually I observe my surroundings. Knocking on the door. And I'm sitting there with my clothes off. So I done pulled my pants all over. I just throw the done drawers behind the seat because I'm trying to put them on so fast, scared. So he bamming. Hey, who was that here? And it was my fault. Because when I went over there, I seen the army shoes, but I ain't be paying no attention, But when you following that tail, boy, hey, y'all stop following that tail. I was young and dumb, I'm admit it, but I'm trying to get the tail. So he gonna knock on the door. and I couldn't find which one of the. Cause see, I had to pull. The car I was driving at the time, they had a gate. I had to pull my car at the gate, and I had to close the gate behind me. I'm getting to it. So I say, all right, let me go on out here. I said, hey man, I'm sorry. I thought she was singing. I ain't, blah, blah, blah. He lifted that shirt up and he had that thing on. I said, okay, one or two things gonna happen. He gonna reach for that gun, I'm gonna have to get at him. Or I'm gonna try to make him run for it, but I didn't have my key out. Man, she always doing this. She ain't nothing but a HOE, he going out. That's what, man, I ain't know. I said, I'm sorry. I dapped him up. I went outside. Don't you come over here no. I said, man, ain't coming over there no more. Ain't coming over here no more. No. But I'm a low down old dog. I said, okay, when I catch it next time, I'm gonna take it on around to my apartment. I'm still gonna get it. Why don't we get enough when God shows us something ain't for us? See, some of y'all going through something to show you something ain't for you. Some of y'all going through stuff so God can show you it is for you, but it got to get right. But you know what's wrong with us? Like I just said in that little illustration, we still want what we want regardless of the risk. Regardless. And David said unto the young man that told him, whence art thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger and a Amalekite. Now, watch that again. Listen here. Saul's supposed to have destroyed the Amalekites. David was coming back from a battle with the Amalekites. And here he had to tell Saul he was a Amalekite. Now he telling David he's an Amalekite. Watch when your enemy trying to become your friend. He brought David that crown and that bracelet, hoping, I guess David will seek favor and give him something. But what we after is what I hadn't said up until now. Watch the pattern. All of y'all following the pattern. You can't see the pattern because you want the thing that's affecting the pattern that you used to. Watch the pattern. David fighting people that Saul should have destroyed. Saul get killed by the people he should have destroyed. Then turn around and David killed what he was already fighting. It's deep, ain't it? Some of you overlooking what God trying to kill in you because you don't want to see the real you. Oh, we went ahead. Verse 14, David said unto him, how was thou not afraid to stretch forth thy hand to destroy the Lord's anointed? And David called one of the young men and said, go near and follow him. And he smote him that he died. See, y'all better watch how y'all be handling folks. You might be married to a man, but you better make sure ain't no man of God. You might be married to a woman, but you better make sure you're a woman of God. Now, some of y'all running around treating a man or woman of God and trying to destroy that character. You trying to destroy their ministry. You trying to destroy their life, and you trying to destroy you. Now, look at yourself. Why am I going through what I'm going through? You better look at who you trying to destroy. Because watch Brother Hubbard. I did this the other night so plain and clear. He said, God said, hey, such and such and such and such and such. He said, what do you want me to do? Y'all know how I am. I don't care about that. God, whatever you do, that's on you. Do you know certain things happen to you because of what you done did to people and you don't even know it? You take it as just an act of life. You ain't scared to lie on me. You ain't scared to cuss me out. See, we saying destroy the Lord's anointed. That means a person that has shown that they have the capability of not only hear the voice of God, to operate in the authority of God. And some of y'all don't have that capability, but you're trying to destroy a person. But what the main thing is, David was telling him, when God has anointed somebody, it's not up to you to destroy them. It's not up to you to out them. That's God's job. And so a lot of y'all have taken the position of God and you want to treat people like dirt and you say you deserve it. Suppose God give you what you deserve. Ooh, you teaching Brother Hubbard. Get it, buddy. People done me wrong. I don't say nothing. You know why I don't say nothing? Because I'm content. I know I can pray for a lot of things and God may change it. God asks me his decision. Anytime somebody do something to me and he brings it to my attention, he asks me. Why does he ask me that? Well, maybe he tested me. Because Brother Hubbard can be low down. I can take it down. Or maybe it's because he respects me. Why do he respect me then? You know what he told me? Because as mean as people be to me and did to me, they'll never know I know because I treat them no difference. I don't treat them no different. That's what God look for. That's that real forgiveness. I don't even bring it up. I do favors for people I know have lied and gossiped and did things for me. Don't think I don't know, but just thank God because of grace and mercy. But y'all want to get even. Y'all want to look bad. That bitterness finna destroy you this time. Mess around and have a surgery and you ain't gonna make it out of it. Cause you see y'all gonna have to do some heavy repenting and soul searching. Well, what about you? Yeah. Hey. Hey, I'm doing a video. Columbus. Put on the thing. I got to go. Columbus, McDonald. I got to check. We're supposed to be back down south for about 2 days, but I'm doing a video. I'll call you back. All right. Yeah. Tell somebody to send me a few. I need about a couple of. Yeah. Get them on around then. Now. So, what we got to realize, y'all around here trying to kill people that God is preparing to use. I'm scared of a person who ain't scared. See that? And I think that's the problem. Ain't no fear of God no more. So you will treat a person that you know anointed like sugar, honey, iced tea, but you'll preach a nigga who just got a license to preach. Y'all around there wiping his tail when he take a dump. Y'all will mess around and get them y'all all, and you don't even know how you gonna eat. But you'll take around. Well, it'll be all right. And David said unto him, thy blood be upon thy head, for thy mouth has testified against thee, saying, I have slain the Lord's anointed. See, a lot of y'all happy about the lies you done told about us. A lot of y'all happy about trying to destroy us. But y'all do know 3 or 4 days ago what I put on Facebook. I said God is about to give you the head of your enemy. See, this is what David talking about. See, since you got enough mouth to lie on me, make up stories, belittle me, curse me, listen here, you ain't finna live too much longer. I'ma sit right there. And when the head is presented to me, you know what I'm gonna do to it? I'm gonna do it like the Mexicans do it. I'm gonna get me an old barbecue grill and wrap it up and season it good and sit there and just cook it. Yeah, I'm gonna cook it. Because a lot of y'all been warned. But because your anger is more powerful than your spirit, you'll curse one that you know God uses, and you'll go kiss tail to somebody who don't. And David laminated with this lamination over Saul and over Jonathan's son. See, listen here. When you read this story, look at how many times Saul tried to kill David. Look at how many times that David had a chance to kill Saul and didn't do it. See, I have chance to get even and I don't do it. Because I recognize something. I can reap what I sow. Also, he bade them teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. But it is written in the book of Jasher. Y'all go find the book of Jasher and read it. It's a good book. Yeah, I done read it. The beauty of Israel is slain upon thy high places, and how are the mighty fallen? Tell it not in Gath, publish it not the street of Ascalon, lest the daughters of the Philistines rejoice, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised triumph. Ye mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew, neither let there be rain upon you, nor fields of offering, for their shield of the mighty is vilely cast away. The shield of Saul, as though he had not been anointed with oil. See, because many, I did tell y'all a couple of days ago, you in a sowing and reaping season. So what we're gonna get at right here? Because you had no respect for the power, the authority, and the call upon people's life. What he's basically saying, God finna take everything away from you. Neither let there be dew, no rain, no field, no offering. Some of y'all is about to live the life that the person that you persecuted, you about to live their life in how they got to God. You're going to be homeless. You're going to be broke. You're going to lose things suddenly. You're going to be sitting around here. You're going to be about to kill yourself. This ain't no good message. I'm glad it ain't. Because God said he had to let them know, just because I haven't been saying nothing don't mean he hasn't been seeing things. Oh, y'all thought y'all done got away with, well, this is lying on Brother Hubbard. Trying to make Brother Hubbard feel bad. Trying to persecute me. Boy. Because you done cast me away like I hadn't even been anointed. Oh, I'm going to sit back and watch. And when you call to beg my forgiveness, you know what, Brother Hubbard? Go ask God. I ain't in this. He said he going to cause this. Don't come to me asking my forgiveness. You go talk to Daddy. Because you come to me, I might spit in your face. I'm just going to tell you point blank. And even then, I'm going to say, I'm anointing you like the filth that you is. Come out of that filth. I'm going to come all down and big old Hogan. And I'm gonna say, wipe it in your face. Yeah, wipe it in your face. From the blood of the slain, from the fat of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan turned not back, and the sword of Saul returned not empty. Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death were not divided. They were swifter than eagles, they were stronger than lions. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet with delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. How are the mighty fallen in the midst of the battle? O Jonathan, thou wast slain in thy high place. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. How are the mighty fallen, and the weapons of war perish? That 26 got some suspect in there, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that one. There, he said, passing the love of a woman. Oh, I Jonathan loved David so much that it's nothing David could have did that would cause Jonathan to leave his side. These women now, if you don't grab the button right, they mad and cuss you out. So to see the way that you treated some people that you understood was a ambassador for God, you finna get some work. And it ain't gonna be pleasant. But guess what? I'll be here to laugh at you. Because y'all should have known. See, you can't read this Bible and then pick and choose who anointed and who ain't. Pick and choose what you want to listen to and what you don't listen to. That's why I tell you, listen and then I say, then listen to what I say, and don't do as I say. See, so you pick and choose, y'all gonna get it. You liars, y'all finna get it. Oh, y'all finna get it. And you know where I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be right up there at God. And you know what we gonna be doing? We gonna be laughing at y'all. Yeah, we gonna be laughing. That ain't God, did you? God don't laugh. That God, God is a God of love. Y'all been over the Proverbs lately? I done told y'all before. Now I got to say it again, so make sure when I laugh at you, you understand it. What it is? Proverbs 1, we're going to go down to that. Go around that verse. We'll start at that verse 20, but it's supposed to be all the way there. It said, wisdom cries without. She utter her voice in the street. I'm trying to tell y'all how to get over stuff, but you want to do what you want to do. I'm trying to tell you to stop lying. You still want to tell you a little small lie. I'm trying to tell you stop manipulating. I'm trying to tell you what to do with your money. You don't want to listen to me. We gone. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gate, in the city she uttered her words, saying, how long, you simple one, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You want to pick and choose what you want to listen to me. You want to ask about God giving you something, but you don't want to ask about God convicting you of something. You want to ask about God blessing you with something, but you don't want to ask about God trying to change your life. Okay, I did all that. This my laughing season. You love the simplicity of the gospel because you don't want to change. You delight in your scorning. I don't care what he said. I'm an AKA time die. I'm a cute out. I don't care. Go ahead on. Verse 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my word unto you. I've been telling y'all for 4-5 months. I said, y'all, if you ain't got the Holy Spirit, you better go try to find it. Why you got to find it? Because if you do wrong, the Holy Spirit gonna convict you and show you the right way to do things. Y'all don't want the Holy Spirit because y'all want it. Y'all want them Big Macs. You know, you want that T-bone steak. You want your fruit smoother with a little granola in it. That's your business. I'm laughing. This is my laughing season. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will make known. Okay, we did that. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. When I'm telling you trying to do something wrong, you don't want to hear. When I sit there and take my time and give you a clear understanding, you don't want to receive it. All right. I keep telling you about these Eastern Stars, these Masons, keep all that. Y'all keep all that. Because this is my favorite part right here. Verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. When your fear comes as desolation and your destruction comes as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For thou had knowledge and did not chose the fear of the Lord, that they were none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. See, watch this. Oh, my mama died all of a sudden. God dang it. Oh, my son died. I'm about to lose my house. Because you won't listen. God says he said they're gonna call out upon him then, and he ain't even gonna answer. But he gonna sit there laughing. Hey, don't forget to save me a seat. Cause Brother Hubbard gonna laugh too. Who you gonna get up at 4, 5, and 6 and pray? Y'all ain't gonna find them. You just gonna be talking to yourself. Because you won't hear what you need to hear to convict, reprove, and change who you are. But you'll listen to what you agree with and what tells you to get what you want for God. See, if you can't handle the whole word, you can't take out the word. See, how he gonna make you a millionaire and you still a slut? You just gonna dress slutty up? So y'all ain't got to listen to me. When you call my phone and I answer it laughing, do yourself a favor. Just hang up. I'm dead serious. If you call my phone and I'm laughing, just know God didn't say, hey, such and such finna call. And when he go and he tell me what happened, he go to laughing. That's gonna be your signal that he on you. Cause when you call this phone, I go to laughing, hang up. Now, let me see him. Where we at? The prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Now, if you need to know how to get out of it, I think we're gonna start at $2,222, and we'll tell you how to get. Is that the right fee? Yeah, $2,222. The prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. See, you keep your money for everything but the kingdom, and when the kingdom start fighting back, now you want to hear from the kingdom. Guess what? Kingdom costs. We got things to do. $2,222. And watch this. Because you ignored counsel, you despised all his reproof. I'm not mandated. I'm not mandated to tell you the truth. I'm gonna get you with guile. Y'all know what guile is. Cause see, when you're reaping what you sow, the same way you try to manipulate God, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you to turn around 5 times and touch your toe, and it's gonna be all right. But I got to make sure you hit that cash out first. And when you turn around 5 times and touch your toe, you know what I'm gonna say? Okay, that's enough. He been trying to get you to exercise. That's a good one, that bitch. That's a good one. But look here. All jokes aside, it's pain and obedience. And since many of you, see, we got to get this out the way for y'all going this natural 2024. We already teaching 2024 back in April, but because some of y'all so carnal, we got to say this on the natural. So before y'all see when y'all go over there, we got to get this out the way. So when the end of your year start out rough, see this ain't finna happen in 2024 because 24 is already here according to Christ's calendar. This gonna start soon, just as soon as I end this video. Now, y'all be blessed.